Hi everyone, how are you doing? This is Amanda from Fit and Active and I'm here with my very first Monday Motivator. I'm super excited about it and I hope you are too. So my Monday Motivators are going to be 10 to 15 minutes long. They're going to be stretch and core workouts. And they'll go out every Monday on Facebook and Instagram. The whole idea is to reawaken your body, to refresh the heart and lungs and simply energize you from top to toe. So today I've got a yoga based motivator for you. It's based around a sun salutation with a little twist. We'll start off with a traditional sun salutation and then as we go through I'm going to add on a few extra little bits to challenge you. So I hope you're ready. We'll get over to the mat and we'll get started. Okay everyone, let's get started. So you're going to need a mat, you're going to need stretchy clothing and a little bit of space. I'm on the diagonal here, but you don't have to be. It's just so that you can see me best. Remember your core muscles switched on all the time. Think of your shoulders staying away from the ears and try not to let those knees and feet collapse in at all. Let's reawaken the body and the lungs with a couple of big breaths. Breathe in and out. One more time and out. Super. So we're going to go to the front edge of our mat, heels underneath our hips. As I said, keep the core muscles switched on all the way through. Ready to breathe in, sweep up, full fold. Stick your bottom out, press the chest forwards. Go easy on the first time, of course, and fold yourself all the way down. Do soften those knees if you need to, and just hang upside down with the tummy scooped up. Let the blood rush back into your fingertips and your head. Okay, bending the knees fully to take the hands to the floor. Breathe in. As you breathe out, send that right foot a long way down the back end of your mat. You can put the knee down here if you wish to. Right hand goes down as well. As you exhale, excuse my back as I twist chest to thigh. If that's too much for the arm, of course, you can drop the arm behind your back. But into that lunge twist, keep the bottom as low as you possibly can. And breathe. Okay, breathe in to put the hand down to the floor. Breathe out, take that left foot back to meet the right. Downward facing dog. Now we're warming up, so don't push it too fiercely. Press the hands into the floor and spread the shoulders wide. Maybe keep the knees bent to start with. You can walk those heels if it suits. But the idea is a nice straight back. Bottom up to the sky, shoulders wide. And maybe working towards getting those heels down or straightening the legs. But as I said, we're warming up, don't force it, we've got plenty of time yet. Keep breathing, aiming to get chest a little closer towards the toes. Okay, we're going to come forwards now into our plank. Hands and toes if you can, by all means melt the knees down if you prefer, but core muscles in, nice and long and strong through the neck. Okay, everyone put the knees down now. If you have any back issues, I'd like you to push back into a child's pose. If you don't have any back issues, I'd like you to sag those hips forwards gently. Present the chest forwards, shoulders down, press the hands down into the floor, a little bit of a sag. Then we go back to downward facing dog. A beginner might want to go onto the knees and curl the toes under to lift the knees up, somebody more experienced. Flip those toes back into downward facing dog. Again, don't force that stretch. Tease your way into it and breathe. Shoulders wide, core muscles in. Okay, beginners, put your knees gently down on the floor. And then everyone, I need you to bring that right foot forward. It's got to come all the way forward. Place it where the right hand was. Again, knee can go down behind you, twist chest to thigh. That lunge twist again, keeping the bottom as low as you can, modification with the arm if you need it. Okay, take that hand down. We're now going to bring that left foot forwards. For some it might be a hop or a step. Bottom up to the sky briefly. And then bend the knees, drop your bottom, eyes looking forward. Keep the feet flat, so we're going to push into the feet. So breathe in to lift up. Breathe out to release. Round one done, we've got 3 more to go. Big breath in. Full fold. Fold yourself all the way down. Do bend the knees if you need to, just don't let them crash. Keep the tummy in. Breathe in, hands to the floor. Breathe out, left foot goes back this time, all the way to the back of the mat. Use your knee on the floor if you want to. Twist chest to thigh. Same way as we've just twisted. Modification with the arm, of course. Nice long twist through the waist. Are you ready for downward facing dog? Let's take that right hand down. Right foot goes back, hip distance apart from the left. Downward facing dog. You might have warmed up a little bit now, so you might be able to push that stretch just a wee bit more. But remember, hands forward, shoulders wide, core muscles in, bottom up, and you might be working towards straightening the legs or teasing the heels closer to the floor. But that back should be super straight, bottom up in the air. Keep breathing. Are you ready for plank now? Let's come forwards. Shoulders above the hands, modify with the knees on the floor if you want to here. Nice and strong. Knees down. Remember, the modification is to push back into a child's pose. That's your easier version. Or if you want to, sag the hips down to the floor, present the chest forwards, hands down, neck nice and long. Back into downward facing dog as you exhale, either onto the knees and curl the toes under, or flip if you're able, and press back into downward facing dog, shoulders wide. Knees down for the beginner here. And then as you look forward, you're going to breathe out and bring that left foot all the way forward. It's got to come to where that left hand was, remember. Knee down for the modification. Twist chest to thigh, twisting away from your camera. Fingers up to the ceiling or modification with the arm, that's up to you. But keep your bottom low, keep that twist good through the waist. Okay, hand goes down. That right foot's got to come all the way forward now. Bottom up to the sky. Feet at hip distance. Relax the arms. Only straighten the legs as much as you are able. Remember to keep breathing. Now let's bend our knees. Keep the feet flat and look forwards. You're going to push into the feet and use your thigh strength. Breathe in to press down, lift up. And breathe out to release. So we're going to add on now. Big breath in, sweep up. Full fold, same again. All the way down. And hang. Knees can bend, of course, tummy in. Breathe in and take the hands to the floor. This time we're going to stride the right foot back. Place the heel on the floor and feel secure enough to bring you to standing. Now that back foot's at a diagonal. We're going to do warrior one. Front knee is bent above the heel. Gone a little too far there we go. Pelvis switched on, core muscles switched on, hips and shoulders facing the short edge of your mat. Fingers and eyes float up to the skies, but try not to shrug upwards, keep those shoulders down, keep that connection underneath the shoulder blade. This is warrior one, core muscles here. Beginners, you might prefer to stay here. If you're more experienced, we're going to fold forward from the hips. Swing the arms back and forth as you flow. Press the foot into the floor. Use your back muscles to lift you tall. Stabilize the shoulders. 2 more times. Breathe out to flow forward. 1 more time. Keep the legs where they are. Just use that upper body. Super. Into sun warrior now. Drop the right hand to the right leg, reaching up or backwards if it suits you. Into sun warrior. Shoulder away from the ear. Now that front knee, if you can, bend it forwards. Pelvic floor zipped up, core muscles nice and strong. And release. We're going to come down to the floor. Beginners, you might want to put that back knee down on the floor. We're going to take that left foot back, press into downward facing dog. And we're going to come back up to standing exactly the same way as we did earlier. So press into the downward facing dog first, spread the shoulders wide. Then come forwards to plank. Knees if you need to here, shoulders wide, neck long. Beginners, back issues, knees down and child's pose if that's more appropriate. For others, you can sag your hips, push your chest forwards, neck nice and long. Take yourself back into downward facing dog. Curling those toes under if you need to. Press into downward facing dog. Now I have one more addition for you. You can either step one foot then the other foot forwards for a beginner version. Those who are a little bit more energetic, if you wish. Jump yourself to the front of the mat. Then send your bottom up to the ceiling, everyone. Hanging upside down, core muscles still in. Keeping the feet flat, same as before. Bend your knees, drop your bottom. Press down with the feet, lift up with the arms, breathe out to release. Nearly there, we've got one more through. Big breath in, sweep up. Breathe out, stick your bottom out, flow all the way down to the floor. How are those legs feeling? They should be feeling nice and long and stretched out now. Hands to the floor, bending the knees. As you next exhale, the left leg has got to go to the back of the mat. Put the heel down, your foot is on a diagonal. When you feel secure, bring yourself to standing. We've got warrior one. So hips and shoulders and right toes are facing the short edge of the mat. Pelvic floor zipped up, nice and strong through the upper body, lifting through the fingers. Drop those shoulders down and sink into your warrior one. So as before, we're going to do that flow. Bigger as you might prefer to stay here and perfect your warrior one though. So locked into the core, you're going to bend forward from the hips, sweep the arms back and forth. Push into the foot, lift yourself up, check the shoulders, up, down, and again. Keep breathing. And one last time. Sweeping the arms, lifting them up, super. Into the sun warrior, then drop the left hand, reaching backwards. If it suits you, can reach up to the sky, of course. Now think of that left knee. Press it forwards a fraction, re-challenge if you can. Shoulder away from the ear. And release. We need to come into downward facing dog. You might need that back knee on the floor. Take the hands down, back knee if you need it. And right foot goes back. Downward facing dog. For the last time, bottom up to the sky. Shoulders wide, press those hands forward. Breathe out to try and get your chest a little closer to the toes. Really stretching out through the back and the waist. Body weight forwards into plank. Keep breathing. Same way on the way back. Shoulders away from the ears. Modify with the knees down if you want. And then everyone knees down. Child's pose if it's more suitable for you. Otherwise, sag those hips. Press your chest forwards, lengthen through the neck. And downward facing dog. It's next. Curling those toes under or flipping. Bottom up to the sky. Shoulders nice and wide. And then your choice is either to step one foot then the other foot forwards. Do use your knees if you need to. Otherwise, a bit more energetic. Spring yourself to the front of the mat. Bottom up to the sky. Core muscles in. And then finally bend the knees, drop your bottom, eyes look forward, push into those feet. Breathe in to lift up. Breathe out to release. And you're done. Do hope you enjoyed that as much as I did. And I do hope you'll join me again next week for another Monday Motivator. Enjoy your day, everyone. Bye-bye.